Hey, here we are. It is Sunday morning, a new time for us, 10 a.m., bright and early, kicking off day 3 of the Cruise-a-thon. We will cruise again. This is Doug and NIKI. Unfortunately, NIKI is sick today, so you only have Doug. NIKI yesterday woke up with a rash, and we went to the doctor, and she's got shingles. So she was had a sleepless night and is not terribly happy today, but she's upstairs resting, and I will get the critique of this when I am done, I am sure. Hopefully I will do well. It is amazing, I will say, to those of you who are in long-standing couples and stuff and do things together. You know, it seems like this would be easy to do by myself, like not a big deal that, she was sick and I got to pick. There's a lot to do. Like, we really split up a lot of responsibilities, and this is a lot of work. So it may be a little scrambled. I am so happy to be here today, and I know she was very excited to do this. It's an opportunity to speak to lots of people who maybe haven't seen our channel before. Today's conversation is going to be split into 2 parts. We'll start with the second part. The second part is going to be holiday gifts for travelers and cruisers, and so we're really going to take the second half of the show and talk with you and hear your ideas and stuff. And I'm going to share with you my ideas of what would be really cool gifts for. I'm going to do the man part. NIKI will have to come back maybe next week and do the ladies' gifts. But, I'm a firm believer in the only difference between men and boys is the price of their toys. So I'm going to share with you my favorite toys, which, if you were wondering what to get your loved ones or fellow travelers this holiday season, hopefully I'll have some good ideas for you. So that'll be the second half. The first half of the show, I'm going to really attempt to show you what makes Doug and NIKI a little different. I think I've watched every one of these live streams so far, and they have been amazing. I have to say, from 5 o'clock Friday through all of yesterday, I have been so impressed with everybody who has been presenting and streaming. And, but this gives us an opportunity, because here's the thing. I've heard we really want to be aspirational travel, right? I mean, we're going to tell you, how to pack and tricks and, where you need to park at the cruise port to get on the ship easy and that stuff. But in the end of the day, what NIKI and I really want is that, when you have some time to yourself, or, you're lying in bed at night and dreaming of things, we want to bring those dreams to you. We want to be an aspirational channel, like somewhere where you watch our videos and you see where we go and see the things we do and dream about doing them. Thankfully for us, we're able to do these things. I know they're not like, everyday opportunities for everyone, but they're not impossible opportunities either. You have a good evening in the casino on the Carnival cruise ship, or your uncle that you don't really like so much passes away or something like that, and you fall into a little bit of money. You can make these dreams come true. And so today, as part of our we will cruise again, and being aspirational, we are going to bring you a unique cruise port and destination, because I've heard probably 10 people in their conversation say, well, what's your favorite cruise port? And I've heard, Miami or Port Canaveral, and I love going in and going out and seeing the ships. Well, so, we could give you that practical stuff, but I would rather say to you, we've been to India. We've been to Goa, India, and there is a cruise port there that is just spectacular. And it's someplace where you might not have ever heard of or known of or knew it was a possibility, but we want to show you how wonderful it is and give you something new and interesting to dream about. So that's what we're going to do today. We have a very special guest we were in Goa earlier this year, and we have a very special guest who's going to come on and share information with us about Goa and about her amazing hotel where she's at. And so that's going to be the first part of our conversation today. I want to do 2 housekeeping things before we kick that off. I need to talk about, we have our weekly giveaway, and I said we were going to have a special giveaway this week. So let's do that. All right. So this week, as always, the basic rules for the giveaway are you need to share a link to this live stream in social media. You can tweet it out. You could share the link on Facebook. You could go on Instagram, share that link. Let us know you shared that link, and you will be in the drawing for next week. This week, we have the Doug and Nikki mug, which we always have. And then I have to, as many of you may know, I am the manager, let's call it, of the YouTube world. Nikki is the manageress of the Instagram world, and she is lighting it up. We just crossed 10,000 followers or whatever it is on Instagram. And so we've started to get, little influencer deals and that kind of thing. And so we got a set of men's watches to kind of do a shoot with and put them up on Instagram. And I thought it would be fun because I thought this one was really cool looking. This is not a fine Swiss piece, but I thought this was a really attractive watch. And so I thought it'd be fun to give it away this week. So we're going to give away this cool men's watch as part of this week's giveaway. So share the link, get it out there. Let us know that you shared the link, and we will put your name in the giveaway for next weekend when we draw the giveaway. I also wanted to say that I was so impressed with Sharon at Sea and the Ship Show and taking donations for St. Jude's and matching, making up the difference for YouTube. So I think we're going to raise it a level. We're going to actually match the donations. So anything you guys do as a super chat or a super sticker as a donation, Nikki and I are going to match for St. Jude, because we just think that's a wonderful charity. It's a great time of year to give, and it would be an honor for us to do that. So keep that in mind as we go forward. And let me say some hellos, and then let's bring our guest in and have a great talk. Think of some questions you have about India and about what it might be like to travel there, because it is an exotic and amazing place, and it is a place that you could go cruising. So we wanted to bring that interesting new place to you. First in the room, Sailing Away with T&K. Good morning. You win the First Person in the Room award. And we have Rayleigh Blaine and so everybody who might not know, Blaine is the person who put together the Cruise-a-thon. And, he's done an amazing job. I mean, I'm telling you, there are like 30 channels, and there hasn't been one which has been bad as I watched. We have JNN saying hi, and JNN is another amazing channel who will follow us right after this. So we hope you stay on. They are on at 11 a.m., and you should watch their show because they do a great job. We have Dewey Ski. Another exciting day of Cruise-a-thon begins. Yes, and we hope this is a good way to start it off, because this is definitely a little different, but I just hope you guys get inspired by what we share with you and want to try to travel and go to different, cool, interesting places. Paul Atta, good morning. Good morning to you. We have another Rayleigh, the better half of the Rayleigh group. Midlife Crazy is here. Good morning. Good morning to you. Mary Ellen Dillon. Let's see. We have lots of chats. Oh, do we not have sound? Somebody. No, you have to have sounds because somebody's talking about Nikki's shingles. Yes. Terrible. But the good news is, she's a better patient than I. She saw this rash. She said, I got to go to the doctor. I would have sat around for days, and we're on top of it bright and early. So hopefully she's ahead of it, got the meds, and she'll be good. Good morning, Q's Cruisers. Is it snowy up there? Finding happiness in all you do. Hello, good morning. Jim up in the frozen north. Jeffrey Resendez. Jackie Zedell, that's a new name. I hope you check out the channel, maybe subscribe, enjoy what we do. Our neighbor is here, Najuma Brown. Good morning, neighbor. We have Donna. More frozen north. There are a lot of people up there in that frozen north, that icy frozen north. Life is good today. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Dun, 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 dun. I'm going through, I think, lots of talking amongst yourselves, which is great. Introduce yourselves, say hi to each other. We are such a great community, a family here. It is awesome. Okay, I think we're pretty much up to date. Oh, John. Hello, Ireland. That's so cool that you're here from Ireland. Welcome. It's foggy there. I guess it's supposed to be rainy there, not necessarily supposed to be foggy. Yes, Donna, St. Jude is an amazing thing, and we are happy to be a part of that. Oh, look, and Jim kicks it off. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Again, just so everybody knows, we're going to match those donations for St. Jude's. We think it's a wonderful thing. Okay. So I would like to introduce our special guest, Vaishali. She's from the Ali Diwa Hotel where we stayed when we were in Goa. I have a little clip of her, which I would like to share before we bring her actually in. Let's see if I can do this all by myself and make this work. And I don't know if that worked. It looked very janky on my screen. Anyway, let's bring Vaishali in. She's amazing. Hello, India.
Hello, Doug.
How are you?
I am good. I'm good. Very good. How are you?
I am very good. I was just, you missed, or you may have heard, I was complaining a little bit about we got moved from our normal 1 p.m. time here to 10 a.m., which is less than what I was looking for. But I am sure it is much better for you, because we originally, when we were planning this, we're talking about it was going to be like midnight there, right? Or 12:30 in the morning.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I really appreciate you accommodating as per the time that was convenient.
Yeah. So everybody, I'll give a basic information on, and we went to India. We did not go on a cruise, but Goa, India is actually a very active cruise port. So our cruisers in here can actually go and cruise there. And so here's what I would like a little bit for you to share, because NIKI knows everything about travel all over the world. I'm pretty good, but before we came to visit you, I would not have been able to tell you what Goa was or what Goa was about. So if you wouldn't mind, if you could like summarize for the people who don't know what Goa is, like what is Goa and why should people want to come and go on vacation there?
Okay, well, I might sound very biased because I'm here in Goa.
Okay.
And of course, my hotel is here. So, for many of you who wouldn't know, Goa is one of the most beautiful destination in the south of India. And so this place definitely, as Doug mentioned, is, it's a beautiful cruise port. We have lovely beaches here in Goa. And my hotel is in the South Goa, as we call it in Majorda. So South Goa, as a destination, is beautiful. There's so much of greenery and nature, and it has a very deep-rooted, culture from the Portuguese time, and so you get to see a lot of beautiful churches and even temples, because Goa was a Hindu state earlier, so once before the Portuguese took in. So a lot of temples, a lot of churches to visit, and it's a beach party place for everyone.
And so it's interesting that you mentioned the Portuguese history, because Some of the people may have seen our video of our tour of your hotel, which went up this week. And one of your restaurants, I believe it's the Spice Room. Is that what it's called? Is
Spice
full,
Studio, yes.
yeah, full of local furniture, which you guys sourced and kind of restored, and it has so much flavor, and it's so interesting to see.
Yes, certainly. In fact, back in 2018, we took it up as a wonderful restoration project. So what we decided to do is, we got all the furniture from Goa itself, local furniture, and they were all pre-loved furniture. And the whole idea was to make Spice Studio, the best, I would say, traditional home-style restaurant here in Goa. And the cuisine that we serve is Indian and coastal. Definitely very authentic Goan cuisine as well.
Okay, very cool. I'm going to interject a question which I saw on here, which was
Sure.
so we had a question from Mary Ellen Dilla. Where is Goa? She was in Delhi for 3 weeks a couple years ago. So my amateur version is it's in the south, but you can expand on that. Where is Goa?
Well, Goa is a coastal region, and it is towards the south of India. Delhi is in the north, Goa is in the south. So, if I can tell you in relation to, say, Bombay, it's about an hour and a half flight from Bombay towards the south. It's a state by itself. Goa is a state.
It's a state by itself, and
it's a state. Yeah.
I was amazed and impressed by the beaches. The beaches there are so beautiful and giant. I mean, they're big, huge beaches. Now, is that the Red Sea? Is that where the beaches are? Are they on the Red Sea?
It's Arabian.
Arabian Sea. Okay, so yeah, it was you're a little biased. We're a little biased. We kind of think we have amazing beaches here on Long Island in New York with the Hamptons and stuff. But certainly we were very impressed with, and it really, honestly, it takes a lot to impress us with beaches, and the beaches were really nice there. And you guys, and I will say, one of the really nice things about staying at your hotel was your shuttle service was great going to and from the beach. It was so easy to do. Yes. And so the other one of the features which I was really impressed with, and Niki's not here, but I think I could speak for her. She was impressed with it as well, was you guys have an amazing spa and yoga studio and wellness and that kind of stuff. And you were talking about some programs you're doing now. And I just thought it was so relevant to the moment, because we're all sitting here waiting to start traveling again, getting out there, and we've been locked up for months, and we're all stressed out and kind of crabby and not very happy. And you were saying you guys have a program, where it's a couple days of yoga and relaxation. What is that like? What are you guys doing there? Because I think that would be great when travel is a possibility again.
Absolutely, absolutely, Doug. I'm glad you kind of brought this up right now. So, for many, of course, our guests who are watching this, so Alila Diva Goa is, it's a lifestyle resort. It's a cornerstone property of Hyatt Hotels, right? And so both Hyatt and Alila as a brand, we are very strong on wellness. For us, it's very important for all our guests, for all our colleagues, to be in the best state possible, right? So, which brings me to Spa Alila. Right now, at the spa, we offer, of course, our treatments, the regular treatments that we offer to the guests who come and stay with us. That's Asia. It's a beautiful blend of Asian, Indian, and we also do Ayurvedic massages. And what stands us apart from the other spas spas in other resorts, rather, is that we offer residential wellness retreats. So someone, ideally you would find this in standalone retreat centers or, like yoga centers, as I say, but we are different because we say that even though you are in a lifestyle setup, in a luxury setup in the resort, you can still, you can still look after yourself and you can still go through the wellness programs. So some of the programs that we offer, range from minimum 3 days to 14 days, which includes a detox program. We call it the Detox Day Tour. We also have a weight loss program. We have a revival and a vitality program. Now, the whole idea behind this is, it includes a series of activities, yoga, meditation. We do art therapy as well. And it also includes, nutrition consulting, your diet consulting, actually understanding your needs. And the team guides you through the entire program.
That sounds awesome.
So, yeah. So at a time like this, especially like you also mentioned, that all of us have been going through so much mentally, physically, and definitely our health has become a priority. So we're all looking for ways to sort of, boost our immunity, get better, feel better. And that's what we offer here at Spa Alila, at Alila Divago.
See, because I got to say, it sounds kind of perfect to me. Like we have a member of this community here, the Down Under Cruisers, and they're in Australia, and I know they're traveling to the US for a cruise next year or something like that. And I'm thinking, it would be awesome to go to India, to go to Goa, spend a couple days in your spa and get on a cruise ship and go on a vacation from there. I'll have to talk to Nikki about that. That sounds like a decent
So on that note, Doug, our retreat centers are, of course, we advise at least 3 days, minimum 3 days. But even for someone who would like to come just for one night or maybe 2 days, we also have something called Selfstyled Wellness. So it's not very strict and very regimented, but the team sort of understands, what you would like to do. So you can, start off, enjoy your day with yoga and meditation, feel better, boost your immunity a bit through different activities. And you can also enjoy a glass of wine if you'd like. So we call that self-styled wellness. You decide how you would like to
how well you want to be or how well you don't want to be. So
if you don't want the regimented program, so you have this option as well.
So now we were there for Holi, the Holi festival, which I have to say, there have been lots of cruise directors and stuff who have been part of other communications during this cruise-a-thon as guests and stuff. And you essentially kind of are the cruise director at the hotel there. And you did a phenomenal job, because for the people who don't know, we were there really at like the peak of when COVID became a true issue, and you couldn't have the giant, I think most Americans have seen the giant festivals with everybody throwing around the colors and that kind of stuff. But, you still, for the community that you were able to have at the hotel at that point, you had a DJ come in, you were all involved. We had a great time, and we were really pretty close to thinking we were going to travel to India for Holi and not get to do it. So for people who have only seen, the images of the festivals and the colors being thrown around and all that kind of stuff, what would be your 2-minute explanation to Americans, like what's Holi about, and why are we having this big fun party, and what do you do for Holi?
Well, Holi is one of the favorite festivals here in India for everybody, because it involves the color and the joy that that it brings. And this is also a time when you sort of forget who's who. You embrace everyone around you, and with the show of colors, it's sort of symbolizing that you accept everyone, and you're welcoming and embracing everybody. So Holi is definitely a very hugely celebrated event, and of course, as you said, at Alila we celebrate it every year. And I'm glad that this year you were there, and you very smartly played that little clip of me dancing. I kind of knew you did that. So we dance, we play music, and we just try and include everyone around us to enjoy this. And it was amazing to see both NIKI and you have so much of fun. And you all were dressed in the perfect attire, which was white, all white.
All white. Because
The colors were all over you, both of
They,
you.
we were not white when we got done with it. Yeah, it was so
Yeah.
fun. So for the people in the room, we have like 5 minutes left for this conversation kind of thing before we got to move on to the next thing. If anybody has any questions about India or traveling there, that kind of stuff that they want to ask, now would be the time to ask them. And so now you guys, while they think about that, I have to say you guys have one of the most beautiful pools that we saw in India. I mean, it's an infinity pool that you could see kind of the coastline. I loved sitting there. I mean, the sun was going down. We were sitting there having a couple drinks next to the pool, this beautiful infinity pool, and off to the side is like farmland. And it was just, I just enjoyed watching the farmers bringing their cows back from wherever they were in the day. And it was so amazing and so relaxing. And it's one of those aspirational things that I hope that we share with people, that people are like, we should do this one day. We can do this and we should do this, and people should dream of doing it and make it happen because it was such a great experience. Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, in fact, sitting by our infinity pool, which certainly is one of the best, here, and experiencing the sunset, I think it's something that nobody should miss. And because generally everybody, when you talk about sunset, everyone thinks of a beach. But that's unique about us, where when you're by the pool, you're enjoying your drink, you're in this beautiful setup in the resort, and you still get to witness one of the most amazing sunsets, to a point that we actually call it an Alila sunset.
Oh, really?
Because it's ours. We sort of own that sunset.
That's a good thing to own. It was impressive and amazing.
Thank you.
And so anyway, do you have anything else you wanted to really add to the conversation or talk about? Because I think we've really covered a lot of everything, and I need to do our holiday Christmas list. But
one thing, one thing I definitely would like to talk about, especially, is where I'm sitting right now. It's one of the guest rooms at the hotel itself.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I thought I lost you there. Okay.
Yeah, you frozen a little bit, but we can hear you.
Where I'm taking this call is... Hello?
Okay, start again because you'd frozen.
Is it okay?
You're good now.
Oh, okay. All right, perfect. So I said one of the things that I wanted to definitely talk about is where I'm sitting right now and taking this call with you. This is actually one of our guest rooms at the hotel. And what I would like to point out is that, especially now with the new normal and with the way things have changed, are now working from home. It's becoming a norm, and people are traveling to Goa as well from home. This is a place to do that. We have a workstation and Wi-Fi. We provide complimentary Wi-Fi in the rooms and in the pubs, so you can actually sit anywhere to your work. This is work well. So I'm right here. We have a I'm just going to move my screen a bit. So that's the room.
Very nice.
And that's the bathroom. All our rooms have a bathtub and a beautiful balcony. So
yeah, and
so
actually,
once you can travel, you can come here and work as well.
Yes, you can come here, and if people want to see, and if they're curious about it, on Thursday we put up a video with like the long tour of our suite, this S303. I even remember the number. And I believe this Thursday, if I know my schedule right, we have the Diva Club. That's the correct way to pronounce
Diva
it.
Club.
Diva Club. We have the Diva
we call
Club.
It the Diva Club.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
so Diva Club is a resort within the resort. It's an exclusive private space.
Right. Yeah. So you took us on a tour of that. So that video goes up, I think, Thursday. So
okay.
So yeah.
Wonderful. Yeah.
So with that, I want to say thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for staying up late and sharing this interesting story about an amazing place, which I I think Americans need to know more about and need to go. It is awesome.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And we are here to welcome you.
Yeah, we should come back. I like that. I'm going to have to go upstairs and talk to the boss and see if I can arrange that.
Absolutely. Looking forward to that, and looking forward to all your guests who've watched this video. Thank you so much, Doug and Nikki, for giving me this opportunity here and talk about my hotel as well, and Goa, which is a beautiful state.
Yes, thank you. Have a great day, and we will talk to you soon.
Yes. You too. Be safe. Take care.
Okay.
All right. And Nikki feels better soon.
I'll tell her. Thank you. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. Okay. So I hope that was dreamy for you guys, because I'm telling you, Goa is, again, just going back to what I said at the beginning. Everybody has said, what's your favorite cruise port? What's your favorite cruise port? And everybody had great cruise ports. But I'm telling you, Goa, India is just beautiful, and it's a cruise port. So like, go there, see it, do it. Don't just go to Miami, and don't just go to New York City and go to a cruise port. Go someplace interesting, someplace different. You can do it. It is amazing. You will love it. I could tell you that much for sure. Let me go back through the chat a little bit and say a couple more hellos and stuff. Let's see. We got the Degenerate Cruisers have joined. Good morning. Spikers, good morning. Didn't see you guys earlier. Let's see. I think Dave and Brandy, good morning. Good morning, everybody. J&N Travels. Again, everybody, when I get done in a half an hour, you guys all got to go to J&N because they do an amazing job. I just want to restate again that we have a giveaway going on. All you need to do to get in on the giveaway is post up a link from this in social media, a link from this live stream. Either put it on Twitter, put it on Instagram, put it on Facebook, put it on your community tab on YouTube, and just share that with us. Let us know, and we'll put you in the running for a mug, which comes complete with a cool little watch. Very nice. I'm very excited about it. I like this watch. And so as those of you who got here late might not realize, Nikki is a little sick today. She's suffering with shingles, which she just came down with yesterday. I have left her seat here empty, not to commemorate her or anything, because I was kind of hoping the dog might come up and visit. But so far, he's being pretty good on the floor, eating his dog bone. I think I saw some other. I see a comment here, Paul. I see you flew Q Suites. Are they as good as they say they are? You're booked later this month. Okay, Paul. So we did fly Q Suites. And I think we universally loved Q Suites as a business class option. And we actually did a video kind of using Q Suites as an example, or almost like a format of what travel in the future could be in a, when you had to have a little more spacing and safety. We had a great experience on the Q Suites. Let us know where you're going. Where are you flying on Qatar? Qatar Airlines is excellent. Yeah, we flew Q Suites. We flew their regular business class on this trip to India. We really enjoyed that. I see Jeffrey saying he posted on Facebook. All right, you're in, Jeffrey. Hopefully you get a shot at winning that fancy watch. My Instagram influencer watch. Let me get a quick drink, and then let's talk about holiday stuff. Okay, so we're all into travel. We all love cruising, and we're all excited. Oh, wait, let me interrupt that. We have a question about India. How long were you in India? We were in India for about 2 weeks, maybe 10 days to 2 weeks. I'm not exactly sure. Nikki's in charge of all the travel. So she tells me what time I need to be up, what I need to wear, what kind of equipment I need to have. And beyond that, I just show up and try to be a good boy. So yeah, the Taj Mahal was amazing. It is a good distance. Well, yeah, we flew a couple times within India to get to different destinations, plus drove a good bit. We did have a pretty day. The weather, the time of year that we were there, the weather was amazing. You know, obviously India can be hot and stuff, but we were there, and the weather was amazing. Paul, you're taking Qatar through Doha. You'll see we have a tour of the Qatar has one of the highest ranked business class, first class lounges in the world in Doha. We did a tour of it. You'll see that on our site there. Mary was there during monsoon season. That'll make for a wet trip. All right. So anyway, I want to give you some suggestions for what to get your partners who love to travel. Maybe they're creators on YouTube. If you're a creator, throw up that hashtag creator tag, throw it up there. Let everybody know if you're a creator and they should go check out your channel. So I thought I would share some regular gifts and some kind of creator leaning gifts. So let's start with the GoPro Hero 9 Black. So this is our general walk around vlogging setup here. We got the Hero 9 Black, a Rode mic, and I have this mount which has cold shoes on it, so you can mount other items. We put a light on it sometimes. This is, we'll call it the most expensive action camera, newest action camera. It is amazing. I highly recommend it. If you were looking for a gift that was maybe a little more cost efficient, but doing the same thing, the DJI, I put it down too hard and the dog thinks somebody knocked at the door. DJI Osmo Action Camera. This camera is I think it's like $150 less than the GoPro. And I love this camera. Has great image stabilization. Come here, you. Come here. Come on. You want to come up here and say hi to everybody? Hey, Kona. Come on. Nobody's there. Anyway. So this is a great action camera, great alternative if you're looking for a little less expensive. I buy these housings again with a cold shoe on the top. So we put the microphone or the light up there on the top of that. Anybody? Yeah, puppy's 3 years old and is poorly behaved. So those are my action camera picks for gifts for people if they're into traveling. If they're into vlogging, any of that kind of stuff, I highly recommend them both. That my next recommendation for toys for your boys. Let's start with this one. I'm going to start with the basic model, and then we'll move up to the fancier one. Here you go. You got to have a fleet of drones. If you're going to be a YouTuber or you're going to be on vacation, you need to have videos, and you need to have videos in the air. So we have a fleet. I have a fleet of drones. This is the DJI Air, the original DJI Air. There is now a DJI Air 2, which is out, which I would highly recommend. This thing is really like 3 years old now, and has been amazing. I would highly, highly recommend this as a drone. That is my more basic version. The crazy luxury version of drones is my DJI. Yeah. So this is the version 2 with the Hasselblad, the Pro DJI Pro 2 with the 1-inch Hasselblad camera on this. This thing is awesome. It's a little evil looking. What is the dog doing? This is Christmas. He's got to be. We're talking about Christmas, Kona. You can't be doing that. Anyway, I love this drone. There we go. I think I put it down on a wire. Everybody can let me know if I am back. So that is my go-to drone. The Pro 2 is just, I love that drone. Let's see. I see we have some comments. We have some supporters. Dave and Brandy are liking the puppy. I love my puppy. He's a little annoying sometimes. Jim uses his iPhone. Should he add a gimbal? Yeah, there's some great gimbals that you can add for reasonable amounts now. Actually, DJI has a brand new one that's like magnetic. You put the phone on it and it hooks on there. And for those of us who are in we'll call it the business of making these videos, the gimbals, the image stabilization are so key, because it really, we're not experts. We're still learning and improving at this trade. But the difference between really nice stabilized video and walking around with the camera going like that is a big deal. So I would highly recommend using a gimbal when possible. Okay, you're debating whether to go with the GoPro or new GoPro. You still have a Hero 4. So I had a Hero 4, but it flew away on one of my drones. So somebody else, I believe, has my Hero 4, assuming it survived the crash. But yeah, I love my Hero 4. It's a great camera. But I will say the new ones, either the 8 or the 9, are just unbelievably amazing. And I would say worth the upgrade. Let's see what we got here from Rayleigh Creative. A DJI Osmo Mobile 3 is what they use. Yeah, right. DJI makes some great stuff. I mean, as those of you who have been around a little bit might know, I did some testing in R&D for GoPro years ago when they were inventing the Hero action camera. And I'm a huge GoPro fan as a result. But as you can see, I have a lot of DJI equipment. I really like the DJI equipment. It really works well. It's cost effective for what it is. Q's Cruisers have a Hero 7 and they love it. Great camera. You can't go wrong with that. Oh, wait. You're ready to invest in a Rode mic. Love finding out what other Yes, we have 2 Rode mics. We have this one, which is the smaller non-powered version. And if you're going to use it with like a GoPro or an action camera, frequently you have to take the dead cat off. For those of you who don't know, the dead cat takes away the annoying wind noise. But if you have a wide angle camera and a setup like this that isn't fairly large, this is always in the shot. So you take that off and use it like that. Won't work as well on a windy day, but the audio quality is excellent. So big fan of that, easy to use. And we also have another powered Rode mic, which we use on the larger cameras for vlogging. Paul just ordered an Osmo Mobile 4. Let's see. DJI seems good. We have a Pocket and love it. And I think they just came out with a new one of those. Oh, Degenerates, thank you for tweeting that out. That's so cool. You are in for the running, for the fancy mug. Spikers also, she loves her Hero 7 and she has a Sony 400V that they love. That's so cool. You know, everybody always says the most important thing is to go out and shoot a lot with whatever you have. So you should love whatever you have and use it and make great content with it. You know, it's just I thought, you know, it's the holiday season. I thought it'd be nice to bring some new ideas. If you were looking for a gift to get somebody, those things are all good. Another one, my crush it favorite invention that I have found for travel: noise canceling headphones. These are Sony WMX H1000 version 3. There's a version 4, but the version 3 seems to still be maybe even a little better based on the reviews. But wow. I mean, these are expensive. They're like $350, but the best example of what's amazing about the noise canceling headphones is when you get on an airplane. And you get on the airplane, even like you're on the fancy Qatar Q suites, you're flying, and it seems like it's not that noisy in the plane. And you put on the noise canceling headphones and you turn it on, and it's like this crazy dead silence. And it's like, oh my God, it was so loud in here. It's like the noise in the plane is really oppressive. You then take off the headphones, you're like, it's so loud in this plane. So it is amazing, and it is a wonderful thing for travelers. I mean, even on the cruise ship, it is great. You know, you could sit on the deck. The belly flop contest can be going on. You put those on, and you're in your own world listening to amazing quality audio. I had some suggestions. Where did I put them? This is what happens when Nikki leaves me and goes and gets sick. They're over here. So I had some suggestions as an alternate. Jabra, I don't know if anybody's familiar with Jabra. The Jabra Elite 85H. I've had a couple Jabra headsets before in the past, and they were really good. You know, and they're about half the price. So let me see. I think I have a picture of them if anybody is interested what they look like, so you can recognize them when you're out shopping. Let's see if I can do this kind of technology. Maybe not. All right, we don't need a picture that much. You know what I mean. They're a headset. They are awesome. You got the model, you got the prices, about $150 instead of $350. So, and they are very well reviewed. Spikers shared the video on Facebook and tagged us. Thank you so much. That we really appreciate that. You are in. Maybe you could have my fancy watch, which I got because Nikki is so good at Instagram. Dave and Brandy, yes, thank you. We appreciate that. Q's Cruisers. Oh, they got the Bose. Yeah, it is. Doesn't it change the whole? It is amazing. It changes the whole experience of travel. You know, there are very few things which you're like, wow, that just changed my day. You get yourself a set of good noise canceling headphones, and it will change your travel experience for the positive. Weekend RVing. Hello, good morning. Good morning in Quartzsite, someplace I never knew existed, and now I'm all familiar with. Good morning, good morning. Let's see what other comments we have. Some hellos. If you can afford the Sony, get them. They're the best. You know, it's one of those things which you guys can comment on if you have any feelings on it or not. But like, it's one of those things where we frequently say, well, what do you need a brick and mortar store for anymore? So like, you know, I did lots of research on which headphones I wanted to get, and I thought I knew which ones I wanted to get. But Nikki very smartly said, why don't we go down to Best Buy and try them out and stuff? And they have them all lined up. And they were all uniquely different. I mean, I really liked the way the Sony sounded more than the other ones. And if I had just like gone by the ratings and went on Amazon and ordered a set of headsets, I probably would have ordered the wrong ones. So on some level, you know, that brick and mortar experience of going and touching and feeling and seeing and trying things still does have some value. So yeah, so the Sonys, I believe the Sonys are the best, but you know, everybody has a different sound that they kind of like, a different quality. Let's see. I see Midlife posted a link. Thank you so much. We appreciate that very much. And again, I wanted to restate that we are matching any donations that people make via super chats or anything like that. We will actually match those donations to St. Jude today because we just think that's a wonderful charity, and we're been so impressed with everybody's work to donate money to them for the last 2 days. So we wanted to add to that as well. Jeffrey doesn't know how to tag. I did share it on your personal. That's it. That's what we're talking about. That is awesome. We really appreciate that. Helps a lot. Thank you very much. The battery life on them is amazing and quick to charge. The battery life, have you ever run out of batteries on one of them? I challenge somebody to tell me, other than they didn't charge them for weeks on end, to say that their headphones ran out of battery power. I mean, I think it's like 30 hours. And 30 hours of straight listening to loud music is a little much for anybody. So I don't think anybody's going to run out of batteries. Oh, Cindy, thank you so much. I will tell her. I am sure she is missed. This is again, this is a lot of work. Like even like the pictures. We had this whole plan. We were going to have the pictures of different things and talk about them. And it's like, I'm trying to run 2 computers, and it is like, thank God I have her in my life. Sailing away with TNK, just got a new Sony camera for vlogging. Which camera did you get? Like a full camera or their action camera? Which one did you get? Sony has the new, the new rage of like the best in the world is there. I think their 7S Mark III, which is, like can shoot like 8K video and stuff like that. We are Canon people. Niki's a professional photographer, and when I found her 13 years ago, she brought this whole passion for photography to my life, and it has been a wonderful thing. Except she already had Canon equipment, so once you kind of have a brand, you almost can't change brands because you have to sell everything you have and buy all new other stuff. So we do Canon stuff, but Sony is supposed to be amazing, and so which Sony did you get? Because we love cameras. Let's see what else we got. Najuma, thank you for sharing on Facebook. You're in there. Maybe if you win, we'll have to stop for coffee or something, and seeing as you're local. Okay, so while we have a couple minutes, unless somebody has see, D is now you're throwing. So D, you're having coffee in your MGM mug. You probably paid them for that mug too. Here you have an opportunity to win a mug for free. All you got to do is share that link. So let's talk about a little bit more about today and what other channels are coming up, because I think you got a great day ahead of you today. J&N Travel is next at 11 a.m. They do a great job. I've been watching their videos, kind of binging on them because I knew they were after us, so I wanted to get familiar with them and their stuff. And that is amazing. At 12, that's Cruise Life is up. 1 p.m. the Tyler Show. Now, if Tyler wasn't like a young kid, I'd be like calling him out and threatening him for being in our time slot. But he does an amazing job. Has a great show, so I won't do that. Lalita Loca is at 2, which is their normal time. Alana Zingano's at 3. Sailing Away with TNK, who's in the room right now, they are at 4 o'clock. And YouTube is at 5 with Visa's Travel. Midlife Crazy, who's also in the room. I saw them in that Women of Cruising, the Real Women of Cruising show, which I thought was hysterical, very funny, very good. So I don't know about this Rayleigh character at 7. I don't know how he got such a prime time, but he must know somebody. 8 p.m. The Beach Life, 9 p.m. The 6 Traveling Shorts, who I am a huge fan of, love, and finishing the whole thing out at 10 p.m. Nautical Nurse Nancy. What a day. What a couple days this has been. I have to say, again, so impressed with everybody who has been live streaming, not really live streaming. so many interesting conversations, so many cool places to go. I hope maybe after seeing some of our videos and hearing the conversation that maybe you guys might consider doing a cruise from India, because I have always wanted to go to India because I really love going places where it is so different. Like, that's one of the things I really love about travel. I think for my 50th birthday, I really leaned on Nick. I told her I wanted to go to China. So we went on a cruise to China. We cruised around China. And my real drive in going to China wasn't so much that I wanted to see China and Chinese things, but I wanted to be someplace where people really didn't speak English, and where, we didn't use forks and knives. Like the world was just different, like kind of like it used to be. Like it used to be when you went to Europe, you had to know how to speak some French or Spanish, and not everybody didn't speak English. So I just love that part of travel. I love India because we wanted to be immersed in a different, colorful, interesting culture, and 1,000% was all those things. It was amazing, and we loved it. So if you wanted to do an exotic cruise, I say fly to Goa, get on a cruise ship, and cruise out of India. I appreciate everybody being here. Yeah, I know, John. I'm all on my lonesome today. I've been talking for an hour now. I feel like I'm kind of a little full of myself after this, but my dog, I left the chair here so the dog could come visit, and he was a good boy. Didn't come up. All he did was bark. D Incognito likes the curry. Yes, and this is a common question we get. We did manage to go to India for 2 weeks and get no deli belly. If anybody wants to know how to do that, they could always ask Nikki in future episodes or watch our videos. Took a little bit of work and a little bit of smarts and a little bit of common sense, but we did it. You can go to India and you do not have to get sick. I am living proof of that. And it's not because we didn't eat things. I mean, if you watch our videos, you'll see me eating scorpions in Beijing and pigeons in Cairo and guinea pigs in Peru. I mean, we enjoy the local culture and experience it when we travel. It is not that we didn't eat, but we managed to not get sick. So I want to say thank you to everybody again. Hope you have had a good time with this activity. In 2 minutes, you need to go to JNN and see their show, and I am going to call it quits at this point. Thank you so much. Have a great day, and we'll see you next week at 1 o'clock, the time that Tyler stole.